Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, PB Gang. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Too Short and E40 for a very entertaining, very good versus battle. I really felt, you know, I really was feeling it. I felt like the Bay got represented, and Too Short showed some love to the ATL because Too Short did move out to the ATL. And like I said before, like he said, he gave a lot of, up and coming rap niggas game and shit. And, at the end of the day, it ain't about like, basically trying to impose our will, but we just stating facts. A lot of rappers was inspired by Too Short and E40. You know what I'm saying? Whether they want to admit it or not, they was. But let's talk about the versus battle itself. Once again, I don't really think it was a winner or a loser. I thought the Bay won. I think that versus battle was the perfect example to display, you know, the Bay's impact and influence on hip hop music, whether we get the credit or not. But we do come up with the dialect. We come up with the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? The slang. Now, we didn't borrow some slang from people, but we didn't invented a lot of slang, you know. But yeah, man. Let me compare my notes right quick. Let me compare my notes right quick. As you can see, I take this kind of stuff seriously. So, you know, let me compare my notes. All right. So, man, I mean, it started off good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? During the middle, it kind of like, went to a different pace. But I like the storytelling behind it. But towards the end, it just really got good. E40 came with some classes. He came with the Bumble. Then Too Short, started it off with Freaky Tales. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, it's two songs that can't be beat no matter what. No matter what you put up against it. Too Short's, Freaky Tales, and a Dope Fiend beat just can't be compared. And like I said, Too Short, both of them held back. E40, he held back some stuff. Because like I said, Too Short could have took an outstanding lead with Born the Mac alone. Party Time, you know what I'm saying? For real. The Mac Attack, even though that was a filler song when Too Short signed the deal with Jai, basically he recorded the Mac Attack, and you know what I'm saying? He added that and made Born the Mac a eight track album, not 8-track cassette, but 8 tracks, you know, in total. Like I said, Too Short didn't even really play nothing from Life is Too Short. I mean, excuse me, from Short Dogs in the House. He had heat on Short Dogs in the House. He didn't even play shit from Shorty the Pimp. He didn't. Too Short, like I said, if he would have played In the Trunk, if he would have played Stepdaddy, like I said, man. But E40, like I said, he held his own. E40 came with, that booty. Of course, Captain Saberho. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bounce that ass for Too Short. Nah 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 with for E40 getting it. Then E40 came with one of my favorite tracks of all time, Sideways. Then Too Short came with the Don't Fight the Feeling. Then E40, he busted out with Sprinkle Me. I knew Sprinkle Me was going to pop up. Then Dusted, he eventually came with Dusted and Disgusted. Then Too Short eventually came out with Couldn't Be a Better Player. So like I said, man, man. Then he went East Coast. Then he came with the big song he did with Biggie. Man, like I said, man, did E40 busted out with the song he did with Snoop Dogg, Candy. So like I said, man, it was a good ass verses. And then towards the end, it started to get real competitive. E40K with the muscle cars. Then Too Short busted out eventually with his verse from Fuck Faces, the track with Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Blow the Whistle. So I mean, we knew the Dope Fiend beat was eventually gonna show up. Like I said before, there's nothing that E40 got in his arsenal that can beat the Dope Fiend beat. It's just too hard of a track. But like I said, man, you know, no winners and losers, man, except the Bay, man. Just like at the end of the day, you know, the Jeezy and and Gucci Man versus battle was a classic. This one was a classic as well. So like I said, just like the ATL got represented the Bay Area, you know, Vallejo to Oakland to Frisco, you know what I'm saying, to San Jose, you know, East Palo Alto. Like I said, the Bay was in the motherfucking house. And like I said, I was proud of both of them, you know what I'm saying, for what they contribute to hip hop. And like I said, I'm glad that Versus gave them their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them is legendary. Like I said, E40 ain't lying. Vallejo, I respect the hell out of the V for sure, because they do got some soldiers out there. They got some real niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, real talk. Some of the best rappers, you know what I'm saying, that never made it mainstream came out of the V. You know what I'm saying? Mac Dre, he never went like, you know what I'm saying? He never signed with a major record label, but he one of the best that ever did it. For real. Rest in peace to Mac Dre, man. Mac Mall was solid. You know what I'm saying? Selly sailed. So like I said, man, at the end of the day, man, the Bay was in the house, man. I wish they would have showed a little more love to RBL and the Hitman. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm a big fan of Frisco rap. I know Frisco say that Oakland never really gave them. They just do. I used to listen to plenty of rappers from San Francisco. You know, from, you know, RBL, Paris, Rapping Forte. Just for real. You know, like I said, the Hitman. You know, Selsky. You know, Coog Nut. Rest in peace to Coog Nut. You know, so like I said, man, I'm man, for real. Like I said, man, I was really proud. I liked the setting, had the old schools and stuff. That's you know, a lot of people didn't know what mustard and mayonnaise meant. That it meant having, you know, Trubes and Vogues. I never was a Trube and Vogues kind of guy, man. I just didn't care for it. I was more of a rally cap type of dude, you know, on the muscle cars, you know, because I had a 73 Nova 305 engine block. So, you know, like I said before, so that was, you know, my type of thing. So, you know, I done had a couple of them muscle cars and stuff. So, you know, shit, I need to go seek it out, find a, you know, a Maverick, you know, a Ford Maverick with the 305 engine. I mean, excuse me, the 302. So, like I said, or maybe try to seek it out, find a Granada or something. But like I said before, man, it brought back memories and stuff, you know, just you know, the late 80s, the 90s, you know, when Oakland and the Bay was just popping. Everybody remember the side shows and stuff. Like I said, Mobbing Down, Foothill Boulevard, you know, East 14th, you know what I'm saying, you know, posted up by Giant Burgers over there on 100 and I think that's like 106. It used to, I think it was 106, maybe 100. Anybody Durant, 106 in Durant Ave. I know somebody from the town can tell me where that Giant Burgers that's no longer there. Ben's Burgers is still there, but Ben's Burgers is under new ownership. I used to go to Ben's Burgers when it was owned by a black lady, because you know Ben was originally, from my knowledge, he was a black dude. You know, he passed away. He left it to his wife. His wife sold the business to some Asians, and then they sold it to somebody else. I think some more Asians. And, you know, I think it's a national landmark or something now, because I know they tried to close it down, and then I think it got declared a landmark. But Ben's Burgers is still there. So, you know, it's for real. If you want to know what I'm talking about when it comes to Ben's Burgers, go to E40, tell me where to go, which that popped up. You know, E40 was going to eventually come with that. in the versus battle, classic song by E40. If you go to the Tell Me Where to Go video, when Keek the Sneak is rapping his verse, they at Ben's Burgers. And Ben's Burgers is over there by Foothill Square. It's like maybe a block and a half away from Foothill Square. You know, so like I said, like that song by Vale, I'm really from Oakland, though. So one thing about me, me and my brother back in our heyday, we used to roam all over Oakland. We lived in the West. We went to school in the North. We went to school in the East. So we was all over Oakland. So, you know, shout out to my brother. So like I said, I was real proud of the versus battle, man. Like I said, E40 and Short, man, they did the Babe proud, man. Salute to both of those OGs, you know, to still be, you know, impactful and still have influence on, you know, this generation. Keep in mind, like Too Short said, Too Short made albums in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, still putting out records, you know what I'm saying, in the 2020s. 30 plus years in the rap game, man. E40, 30 years in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? We 2 years away. Well, yeah, you could pretty much say, you know, 2023. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be going on 49 from Captain Saberho, man. For real. So for these two OGs, man, to be still putting in work, these dudes that made like a combined like 30 albums? Maybe 40? E40 and Too Short probably got maybe 40 albums in between them. Too Short, they made at least maybe close to 20 studio albums, and E40 they made like maybe possibly 20. Man, so y'all gotta, man, they didn't put in work. E40 didn't release 2-3 albums at a time. Talk about dedication. You know what I'm saying? Who you know that's still relevant, who people still talk about. Keep it 100. E40 is 50 years old. 50, well, E40 like going on, yeah, E40 like 52. Too Short like 54. And they still got the respect of the new generation. E40 doing songs with dudes and man, do you understand this shit? 40 is doing songs with people old enough to be his son. Do you not understand that? NBA Youngboy is young enough to be E40's son. He's younger than E40's son, Droop E. Droop E is like 32 now. For real. Y'all, man, like I said, give the Bay they flowers, man. Give E40 they flowers, man. For real. E40 doing songs with T Grizzly, Sada Baby, Peasy. And shout out to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like E40 say, that's like our cousins. And shout out to the Shah. That's like our cousins too. You know what I'm saying? There's always been it's always been love between Detroit, the Bay, and Chi-Town. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude that I interviewed like a couple of months ago, Fo Rax, he in the Bay now. But Fo Rax, and by the way, check out Fo Rax, 4RAX. Check out his tracks. He a producer. He with the Mechanics. He in Oakland now, but he originally out of Chicago. So that's what I'm talking about. Real talk. So once again, man, salute to E40, man. Salute to Too Short, man. They did the Bay proud. Salute. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.